Hey, good morning, guys. My name is Terry Dempsey, and I wanted to share a little bit about something that I've been stirring around in my spirit, and the Lord kind of been talking to me about it as I visit with several women on the issue of eating. Eating can be a very emotional issue for a lot of people. You know, when we think about eating, everything is associated around eating. Every function you go to, there's food there. Weddings, funerals, celebrations. Let's eat when we're happy. Let's eat when we're sad. Let's eat when we're mad. Let's just eat because we're bored. So eating is a pretty big issue for a lot of people. And a lot of women especially struggle with eating disorders, not eating, starvation, anorexia, bulimia. I've never really shared a whole lot about my struggle with eating other than the sugar, but I wanted to kind of share a little bit about my thoughts on eating and what the Lord's been revealing to me. For me, when I was suffering from all of my depression, I would not eat. I just couldn't eat. It wasn't because of a body image or wanting to lose weight or anything like that. I just physically could not eat. It made me sick to eat. I was very depressed. I was very alone. I'd go through cycles where I may go days without eating, and it was destroying my body. Because I wasn't eating, I wasn't getting the fuel that I needed, and so the depression would get worse, and I was withering away during this time. And then when I'd get out of the depression, I'd be able to eat again. And there were days that I could eat a little bit, but my stomach was just in knots from the depression and from other issues. So as I sat and thought about this word that the Lord, I just kept hearing the Lord say, eat, eat. And when I was visiting with a friend who was kind of struggling with some illnesses, I simply asked her the question, how much have you had to eat today? And the Lord began to reveal to me how many women struggle with eating or not eating. So I began to pray about this and ask the Lord, reveal more to me about the word eat. What is it about this word? And He gave me the acronym for eat as E, energy, A, attitude, and T, time. When you eat the proper foods and you're not starving your body, you're eating every 2 to 3 hours, you are going to have the energy to do all the things that God has called you to do. Instead of being focused on the number on a scale or how those pants feel or anything like that, we need to eat. And we need to eat for energy. So in that same sense, if yours isn't starvation, trying to lose weight, it may be binge eating or overeating or being strong enough to walk away from the things that aren't good for your body. So energy comes from the right foods. So when you eat, think, is this giving me energy? Is this going to fuel my body and help me to better do the things that God's called me to do? It seems simple because it is simple, but we have to ask for His strength in everything we do. Eating can be difficult. Emotional eating can be difficult. So learning how to stop and think. E, is this going to produce energy? A, attitude. I will tell you one thing, when I have not eaten, I have an attitude, and it's not good. Low blood sugar levels can cause you to have an attitude. Eating too much sugar, drinking tons of soda, too much caffeine in your system can cause an attitude. So being aware of your attitude. Are the foods you eating giving you a good attitude, or are they giving you a bad attitude? If you're on a strict diet, you're going to have a bad attitude because you are so concerned about, I can't eat this, instead of, I get to choose healthy foods to fuel my body. So A, attitude. And then the last one is time. T, time. You just get more time in your life when you're eating right. More time is added on to your life by eating and fueling your body. I'm not saying it has to be 100%, never eat candy, never have a treat. I'm just saying be more aware of what you put in your mouth and why we put it in our mouth. And if you are struggling with an eating disorder, ask for help. You can message me. I can get you in contact with some amazing ladies, or I can work with you. But I will tell you that it is a vicious cycle But you're not alone. There are so many women and men who suffer from eating disorders or suffer from starvation because they think that not eating, they're going to lose weight. But I encourage you to think of the EAT acronym every time before you eat. But most importantly, love who you are. I know I used to look in the mirror and not see beautiful. And I've shared this before with you guys if you've watched any of my videos. Self-image, oh my gosh. I would look at myself and just see ugly, to be honest with you. I would see skinny, I would see lengthy, I would see just unattractive. And it was only when I surrendered to the Lord and I really learned how much He absolutely loves me. And I developed such a strong relationship with Jesus and everything He's done for me that I was able to deal with some junk and crud and that voice in my ear that was telling me I was not good enough, I was not pretty enough, I was not smart enough. I mean, you can fill in the blank of what you get attacked with. But I just encourage you today to only listen to the voice of God. And He says that you are beautiful, you are strong, and you can overcome the eating issues that you may have. So I pray for you women and men who are struggling with this. But I also encourage you and let you know that you're not alone, that this is an issue that a lot of men and women face, and you will overcome it. You can overcome it. But please do not overcome it by starving yourself or overeating and binging. Ask for help. Have people come around you that will lift you up, that will speak life over you, that will remind you who you are and that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So be blessed. Love you guys. Peace out.